Is it possible to beat Pokemon Red without healing? Now, I've watched a lot of Mario videos about this, about like collecting coins and like avoiding coins, and I thought, let's try it with Pokemon. We are going to play this without any healing items, without any going to the Poke Center, without blacking out, because it will heal you, and avoiding any insta heals besides the first battle where we beat Gary. What I do allow is status removal items like full heals, paralyzed heals. I do accept ethers and max elixirs, because without healing you do run out of moves eventually, so with using those you can keep your moves without switching them out. No HP recovery moves, as in recover, soft boil, or synthesis. I'm not sure if that's even in the game, but I do allow leech seed, absorb, and mega drain, because they do damage to opponents while healing you, so it's doing something, so I can't just stall forever and just gain a bunch of health. And as well, some Pokemon's only moves are those, and you'll see that in a little bit. So actually, let's get into the run. Basically not healing. Now we encounter Pidgey, but we have to run away from it, because we can't train against those Pokemons, because if we take damage we can't heal it off until we get Leech Seed, and we also, if we attack it, we lose PP on it. So I'm just gonna grind in the forest where they can't hurt me against Kakunas. Obviously they have Harden, and it'll take a while, but I'll get Leech Seed. I caught a Pidgey because there's a lot of bug type Pokemon that are really annoying here, and I just need to get through like the main stuff of it. And as you can see, I had to switch train my Bulbasaur because he ran out of PP, and I have to catch this Pidgey to like start training it. Now my Pidgey got too low on HP that I have to Leech Seed the Kakuna, and then forcefully switch into my Pidgey, and then switch back into my Bulbasaur to gain HP. This takes a while, and this is an hour in the Viridian Forest, and I just have a level 7 Pidgey and a level 11 Bulbasaur that has like barely any moves. So Pidgey gets poisoned right here, and I'm like, fuck me, dude, because I don't have any antidote. I'm on Pewter City, and he has like 8 HP. Each step does 2 damage, and we can't make it to the Pokemart to get an antidote, and he dies. So we're gonna have to fucking... This is where I realized that this run is fucked, because I only have 4 PP on my tackle, and so I gotta restart the run. An hour and a half in, I have to completely restart my strategy and get a Squirtle. Now here I'm gonna show you exactly, once we get the full heal from Gary, I actually went to the Pokemart and heal, and now I have to restart. So now we're gonna have to jump forward again, and we're gonna have to jump forward to Brock's gym. I made it through Viridian Forest with just a Squirtle. I died to this Diglett. I don't know how, but I lost to the first trainer in Brock's gyms twice, and then I just skipped over it, went to Brock. What can I do about it? I killed Brock easily, went back to catch a Pidgey because I have a 10 HP Squirtle, and so I'm just gonna train. I caught like 6 Pokemons in the Viridian Forest, and then they kept dying because I have to switch train to evolve my Squirtle into a Wartortle so I can advance, because I don't want it too low level. So then I went to the cave. Nothing really happened in the cave. Kind of died a lot in the cave. I have nothing on my team at the end of the cave. All my Pokemons died, and I can't heal them, so I have to release them. And now we're on Gary 2. We're fighting Gary for the second time, and I have to catch a bunch of wild Pokemons: Rattatas, Spearows, Pidgeys, just to use Leer on his Pidgeotto to lower his defense, so I can knock it out with my Wartortle or any of the Pokemons on my team. The thing is, his Pidgeotto is so fast, and it has quick attack, and that's like the worst thing in this run. So eventually I get through it, and I get to this Bulbasaur, and it's just free win. I don't think his Bulbasaur ever kills any of my Pokemon in his entire run. Jeez. And I have to release, look at this, I have to release all my entire party, because they basically died. This happens like 7 times. I catch a full party, they die. I have to keep repeating catching Pokemons out in the wild. As you can see, I have a full team again against this last, because I have to lure the Pokemon just so my Wartortle can Mega Punch it. And this Rocket Grunt is the most annoying thing in the world, because it has a Machop. I can't kill Machops because Water Gun doesn't do enough damage. I'm trying to flinch it with Bite, and it just killed right under Cerulean City. Also, I'm just trying to catch anything, and nothing's catching. It's killing me. And eventually I catch something. Is this where I catch the Oddish? Yes, I do catch an Oddish, and I put it in the daycare center. so I can gain some XP from it. That will be important later on, but this Butterfree fucking ripped me a new one. It completely destroyed me because I went out, caught another Pidgey, my like 6 Pidgey, and evolved it to a Pidgeotto, and it still shat on me. Yeah, so eventually I just ran past it. That's it. I went back to the daycare after I went on to SSN to get my Oddish so I could beat Misty. If you guys haven't noticed.
Santa Shock ho,
Undertale to tail to tail,
Santa
under
Shock
sands,
ho,
undertale, under sands, under to tail, sands, undertale to tail.
Nice, love that. I skipped Misty because there was no way I could beat him with a level 20 Wartortle at 4 HP and a bunch of Rattatas. So I went back and got that, and I sent out my Abra at level 16 because it's useless because it can't learn Confusion anymore. And then I beat both Misty with a Dugtrio, so I also beat Lieutenant Surge with a Dugtrio. So you know, everything's easy right now, you know. Smooth sailing. Went all the way to Celadon, fought Giovanni for the first time. Giovanni kicked my ass like for like an hour. There's nothing more I can really say. Kangaskhan was the biggest trouble because I ran out of digs. I didn't have any ethers, nothing. I just had a fucking Dugtrio with Sand Attack, and I was forced to. There's no other way I could have stopped this, and I just kept dying. Eventually, I just sent out my Eevee because it has Sand Attack as well, and it just missed all its attack, and Eevee won. I eventually evolved this Eevee to a Jolteon, and you know, it gains some. It kills Gyarados. Here, this is a tricky spot because that area right there will insta heal you, and we have to avoid any type of heals. So hopefully we have to get this this spirit lady away from like that blockage, so we go up the staircase to avoid the heal, and that's what we do. Then we're gonna go down to Fuchsia City, and we're gonna catch a Doduo, evolve it to a Dugtrio, Dodrio, and then kill Erica with it because, you know, we have a Wartortle. I think I wasted all my rare candies to evolve it to a Blastoise and never used a Blastoise, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure why I used all my rare candies to get a Blastoise and not kill it. And there's Erica. Here's Koga. Actually, there's the Blastoise. Koga is annoying, and I just like impossible ways to kill him. I have 3 PP on Dig and a Nidoking without Dig. I don't have any strategy, so we're just gonna Horn Drill the Muck.
Release the Kraken!
There's no move deleter in Gen 1. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So here we're kind of stuck because I don't have any moves. And this is where I almost quit the run. This took me an hour and a half. Fighting Gary here at Silph Co is the most difficult thing because I don't have any potions, I don't have any PP, all my Pokemon suck, and I just gotta restart because this Gyarados is level 38, has Hydro Pump, it kills everything, and there's gonna be a little montage right now about how difficult this is. Look at all the attempts, look at all the restarts, nothing got through with enough health that I care about, and I go to Giovanni. And Giovanni's pretty easy. I got a Master Ball, and this is where the run gets a little better for me. I caught Zapdos, which is the best thing in the world. Zapdos saved the run. Okay, so I also caught an Electrode for something later. I killed all Sabrina's Pokemon. I was Sweeper with Zapdos because it's like 7 levels higher. I taught a Thunder Wave to catch Articuno. Thankfully, he didn't use Ice Beam at all. I don't know why. Bad Gen 1 mechanics, AI, whatever. And you know, it's just using Peck, and eventually it gets caught because, you know, it's insta catch with status in this game for some reason. And I also caught a Staryu because I needed a water type to beat Blaine, and my 3 PP 4 HP Blastoise is not gonna do it. Now here I go back to Digger. Remember when I said this is important? I put a Mr. Mime in here, and it's only level 25. That's not the most important thing. I put my Staryu in there because I needed to gain close to 47. 47 is where it learns Hydro Pump. I train it up one more level, and then it learns Hydro Pump. Now I can evolve it to a Starmie and start going through the game better. So I go through Blaine and I answer the first question, and this is deceptive because I thought I'm completely right on this one. It asks, does Caterpie evolve into Butterfree? And it doesn't. It evolves into a Metapod. So I said no, and it says I'm wrong. And that's the most disappointing thing in the world. And I beat Blaine easily. You know, Starmie doesn't take a single hit. Arcanine, I thought Arcanine was faster. Like eventually, you'll see later on, I thought Arcanine would fucking kill me at the end of the run. But you know, I go around collect all these like hidden items that I eventually don't need because I have too much ethers and elixirs now. Like I have like 12 of them in my bag. And Giovanni's pretty straightforward, just all ground types. Nothing, no Kangaskhan, so you know, really easy. This is the second to last Gary fight, and it's pretty simple. I use Zapdos and Starmie for all of it. Zapdos just kills everything with Thunder. It never misses. This is the greatest Pokemon in the world. It never misses Thunder. You know, that's amazing. Neither is the Starmie. Starmie never misses Hydro. You know, another Thunder never misses. And I don't believe I win this one. I think I lose this one on accident. Here's a new strategy to handle Alakazams. I just sent out my Electrode and
Release the Kraken!
you know, this is not the most strategic gameplay in the world, but you know, it works, and I'm getting through the game. And now I have a dead Pokemon. So I'm going to catch Moltres here just for insurance. I think it has Fire Spin, so you know, even if it got me in Fire Spin, it won't kill. I don't need too much HP on Zapdos. Zapdos not taking hits. He's just there to kill Pokemon. You know, it takes like 3 balls to catch Moltres. Nothing bad. I thought I had enough coins to get Hyper Beam from a Moltres, but apparently I am completely wrong, and I don't have enough. I started doing the slots for an hour, didn't get any 7s. I still have 4,094 coins. So you know, I just said fuck it, let's just go to the Elite Four, and it went pretty well. You know, Lorelei is the hardest member. I had to reset one time, I believe. And you know, I killed Zugon, it's pretty straightforward. I killed Lapras, it's pretty straightforward with a crit. I lost to Lapras because I missed once and I didn't want my Zapdos to die. I beat Bruno pretty easily, skipped over him really quick. Here, this is where a bit of trouble started because Agatha was the most difficult Pokemon, or most difficult Elite Four member for me, because Gengar just has so much special. Because special is just one stat in this game, and it could just live my psychic. Even though it's super effective, it just lives my psychic attacks. And thankfully, it doesn't have Shadow Punch or anything. It just has Nightshade, so it does 60 damage, or its levels to me. So I live it with 5 HP, and I just have to deal with it. If Starmie gets hit, and it's basically over because I need Starmie. Here, I really thought that a Weezing could kill this Aerodactyl. That's why I sent it out. It lives the takedown with a critical, and
Release the Kraken!
yeah, I explode on it. I thought it would kill Lance the Aerodactyl. It did not. And I just looked like a fool. I just wasted a Weezing, and I thought I had to reset, but no, it supersonic me. And thankfully, my Starmie just wreaks out Surf, and it kills the Aerodactyl, and I escaped Lance. If Lance killed my Starmie, that would have been over, and I had to cry myself to sleep. And then, you know, the final Gary fight, it's not too difficult. I think I restarted once or twice on this. When I say restart, I mean restart the entire Elite Four, because, you know, if I mess up too bad and I run out of PP, which I never do in this run, I would have been stuck in the Elite Four and I had to reset the entire game. So I just stayed in front of the Elite Four, like before I started the Elite Four. So every time I black out, I had to restart. So I only have to restart like 3 times. You know, I thought this was a smart idea. I did it before.
Release the Kraken!
I released the Kraken, self-destruct, just narrowly doesn't kill with a critical, and you know, it kills my Moltres, and I'm not too happy about that, so I reset it. I thought I needed Moltres. It was a dumb mistake because I lost like 20 minutes of my time.
Release the Kraken!
I did it again on my second attempt at Gary, and you know, it does less because you know, it wasn't a critical. It still kills my Moltres, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just get Articuno to kill it, and I'll be fine, because I don't really need Moltres in this run. most is more insurance than anything. So Rhydon goes down easily with Surf. I just used 1 elixir and 1 ether this entire Elite Four run. You know, Zapdos comes in with the clutch Thunder, pretty simple, straightforward. Could have used Thunder Shock on it and would have killed probably. That's basically about it. This Arcanine was the scariest because it was like 12 levels ahead of me, or 11 levels. Yeah, 11 level or fucking 9 levels ahead of me. Can't do math, but I still outspeed it with the deficit, and it kills one shot. And I was surprised. I thought Arcanine was faster. And there's the Venusaur has not killed any Pokemon his entire run, and I missed the first Blizzard. I said this there. Like, I think this is the first time Venusaur is gonna kill a Pokemon, and I missed the second one, and then the third one finally hits, and you know, this shouldn't have killed because he upped his special, but I got a critical, it negates the stat boost, and I win. So that's not that bad. We got through the game without healing one time at all. So that's basically it. No potions, no anything. I think you could call it cheaper using the Decay Center, but this is how the game's played. And apparently once you beat the Elite Four, there's no heal, so all my Pokemons are half dead, so I released them. And we're gonna go catch Mewtwo for the final part. And final things I want to say about this run, it was pretty tedious. It took me a whole week to get it going. About 6.5 hours of recording, and you know, I got the speed up button, and it's definitely a bonus for me. In the beginning I had to figure out strategies, but at the end I kind of just like walked through the entire game, so you know, just good on both sides. I definitely enjoyed the game this way. It was definitely challenging. It's the most time I ever died in a Pokemon game. That's about it. Thank you for watching. My name is Malfood, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. It helps the channel.